My name is Grace Sona, and I'm giving my testimony from London, United Kingdom. In 2024, February, I was in Wales. I got an emergency call to, come back to London because we found cancer in your breast after a mammogram. So I came back. Before I came, I started praying. I started doing what people do, applying Holy Communion on my breast and everything. And I was praying. When I went there, they gave me emergency appointment, 2 days to be precise. So I went. When I went there, I was handed the breast cancer specialist nurse who gave me all information. And then the doctors also did a mammogram again. And then they did this scan, which is a sophisticated hand scan. They use their hands as well as the scan to pick any minute tumors. They tried to look for anything. They couldn't find anything. In the end, they gave me a letter immediately to say there is no evidence of cancer. Just go home. 4 weeks later, I got another letter to say your bowel thing is positive, the stool is positive, so we need to check. So background of it is that I was on surveillance because they thought I had something on the liver. And they had also done colonoscopy in 2023 to actually remove 2 polyps, but they could only remove 1 polyp. They didn't see the other polyp. What they didn't know was that wherever they thought it was a polyp, it was cancer there, but they didn't identify it. So after monitoring for 1.5 years, I was one of the lucky one. One of the consultants said, Grace, even if you don't have any symptoms, they send you for a PET scan at a cancer hospital. So they sent me for that expensive thing. And over there, they've actually found that there's not anything on my liver, but cancer is in the bowel. So they sent me back to theatre for another colonoscopy to find where the tumor is. So they actually found the tumor, and when they sent it for histology, it was confirmed I have colorectal cancer. All throughout last year, since after my surgery, Pastor Jerry has just been mentioning cancer. And one of the most one which was significant to me was that Pastor Jerry in November, I don't have the exact date, but in November mentioned my case and said, I can see there's somebody with colorectal cancer reversed.
Colorectal cancer. If you are the one, put it on the live stream. The devil is a liar. I announce, let it be reversed.
And he mentioned something else. And then after that, he mentioned within the minute, he mentioned cancer of the lymph node.
Cancer of the lymph node. Cancer of the lymph node. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. I announce, let it be reversed.
It was 2 of my cancers, and I knew that I'm more healed. But in UK, you cannot go to ask for, can you do scan for me on anything? You have to wait for your turn. And I just discovered that even the same in December, they offered me to actually go for another CT scan to check all my other organs to see if the cancer spread in other organs. And when I went to theatre, it was the same doctor who did the surgery, the same surgeon. And she said, Grace, what are you doing here? You're supposed to come next year in September or August to have this done. How come you're here now? I said, what God cannot do does not exist. To find that they couldn't find anything. Then they called me to have an emergency. When we I think 2nd week of our fasting, that is one of my testimony. They called me for an emergency ultrasound of the abdomen, which was strange because, I'm on 5-year monitoring. So it was strange. Everything was just happening. And I went, and the technician, did all the ultrasound. She checked all the abdominal organs. She couldn't detect anything. In the end, I was still waiting for the actual paper. And yesterday, I've received a letter that says, we are pleased to inform you that there is no evidence of any recurring disease, which means, because they do bloods as well, every month bloods. And now with the CT scan, the colonoscopy, they couldn't find anything. And this evidence that my cancer is reversed. In the blood, they can't find anything. In the scans, they couldn't find anything. So what God cannot do does not exist.